Welcome to the CUDA.com Game of the Week and the campus of Loyola Blakefield, where the Loyola Dons host the visiting McDonogh Eagles. Thanks for joining us here on CUDA. I'm Booker Corrigan, joined as always by Ty Zanders. Ty, let's talk about where these two teams stand right now from their season standpoint.
I think, to start, these teams are relatively even. McDonogh, known for their defense, played BL on Tuesday and lost 15-10, although I'd say that game was a little bit closer than it may look on paper. On defense, Danny Sweeney's their LSM. He's fantastic. Alex Hurdle is their top cover man, a junior headed to Notre Dame. And in goal, Nick Doyle, an Ohio State-bound keeper. He's a veteran. They're the leaders here, as well as Austin Frederick and Britton Vallis at midfield.
And now let's talk about some of the Loyola Dons. Obviously, their attack unit starts with Devin McNamara, one of their team captains. Don't look past Kevin Jackson, either number 5. He can get it done. Midfield-wise, Ryan Conrad created a lot of buzz by playing great last year, his freshman year, and has certainly picked up right where he left off. Bennett Bradley's another midfielder who does everything for the Dons. And in the cage, they are led by sophomore goaltender A.C. Newton. We'll look for him to really step up against this great McDonogh offense. We will be back with the first quarter, which is brought to you by the Baltimore Crabs Lacrosse Club. Baltimore Crabs, locally grown, nationally known. And once again, the Don Diego's hosting the Eagles, two teams that really need to get after it. Both teams suffered losses in their first conference matchups this year. Now it is time to, one of them is going to pick up a big win, the other one's going to fall in an 0-2 hole. Great face-off guys today. Hillblaze along with Kevin O'Toole. O'Toole, the face-off star for Loyola, headed to Johns Hopkins. Ty, he's somebody that the Under Armour squad, I think the Under Armour All-American game is looking at players all over this field.
Yes, O'Toole's a phenomenal player. Headed to Hopkins, as you mentioned. Nice matchup here against Hillblaze, who will head it on South Carolina, playing for Coach Richie Meade. Nice face-off player for the Eagles. Had a solid outing last week, although I jinxed him a few times.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Mr. Blaze said today that he appreciated my apologies, so that's what counts.
Yeah. We don't mean to jinx. We're actually just, it happens. Blaze wins. The clamp gets it back to Vallis, and the Eagles. Ball scratched away by O'Toole. Great gritty ground ball. O'Toole quickly up, and it's Bennett Bradley pushing it. Handled by McNamara. And Loyola will have the first offensive possession.
I think Loyola will want to take advantage of some unsettled opportunities. McDonogh defense notoriously stingy in the past few years. Very good in settled situations. Guys like Alex Hurdle, Danny Sweeney, Calvin Livingston, Nick Doyle, all guys I mentioned in the intro. Very tough defensive players.
And here's Conrad going against Sweeney.
What a matchup we have here.
Congratulations to Ryan Conrad for becoming such a player. Your reward, Danny Sweeney, for the afternoon.
Sweeney, one of the more underrated players around. Very effective LSM, one of your Rough Riders, Booker.
And a kid that I absolutely love coaching. And now they get it behind to McNamara, who's going to be minded by Hurdle. This is another great matchup on the day. McNamara can play the outside game, but no stranger to getting inside and making a nifty little play.
Booker making some eye contact with me, just rub it in my face. Do you want to race the nifty?
Letting it in. Timer on scenario. Shot kicked away by Doyle. Rebound. Nordbrook flips it wide. Oh, excuse me, Conrad. McNamara driving on Hurdle. Hurdle pushes him back. And you get a sense of how to sit down when a man dodges you. If you're Alex Hurdle, he certainly does it amazingly well.
Hurdle, a big luxury for the Eagles. One of the better shutdown defensemen in the country. I mean, every coach would love to have a guy like that. Only a junior. Headed Notre Dame, as I mentioned. And Devin McNamara, a very good player in his own right. Not very shifty, but smart, and that makes up for it. Great scorer, great assist man. And we'll see what that matchup has in store today.
And I was listening to ESPN News Quint Kesnick's podcast this week and heard the names Sweeney and Hurdle on the podcast.
Why is that?
Because they're great players.
Also because you were on there and giving them the credit they deserve.
McDonogh first possession for the Eagles. 0-0 your score. 9:40 remaining first quarter. Here's Britton Vallis, top center on this beautiful new turf facility here at Loyola. Vallis, left hand, shot, great save by A.C. Newton. Rebound, we got a play on push, waved off. And now a tough little play on the inside by Connor Young, but Loyola comes away with the steal.
Really a no-name defense for the Dons. They graduated Matt Dunn, who's now playing a vital role in the Maryland defense. A few D3 guys down there, but they get the job done, as we saw a week or so ago against Hereford.
Victor Licata now in with Ryan Conrad at midfield for the Dons. McNamara settles it, gets it back to Conrad. They balance out the midfield. Jack Lombardo on the wing. Just a bit outside.
Almost nailed Teddy Sawyer. Watch out, big guy.
Pleasure to announce today's officials. Peter West, Randy North, and back in action, Carmen D. John Domenico. They thought he was going to step away, but with today being such a big day, and Doyle rises to the occasion just like Carmen D. John Domenico does. Now, Doyle does not have the luxury of getting back in the cage. Big pressure situation. Oh, and a shot just wide.
Tough angle there. Tough to finish that one.
And get the back up, it's worth the risk.
And as Booker mentioned, it's different this year. The goalies don't have that 5 seconds to get back into the cage, so be different last year.
Eric Levin now minding Ryan Conrad. Quick double by the McDonogh defense. Man open at the top is Lombardo. McNamara turns, calls his own number. And Jackson able to win the race to the end line, just like I won the race to Nifty earlier today.
I knew that was coming, Booker.
That's a desk pop right there. Tim Nordbrook guarded by Evan Conroy. And it's back into the capable hands of Ryan Conrad. Good split, delicious. Shot just wide. A little shake and bake right there. Inside feed, but Norbrook pulls it out, gets a chance to dodge, errant pass. It's McDonogh's ball to clear.
A little sloppy here so far. Let's see what McDonogh has in store for this next possession. Each goalie has a save or so. Always nice to get that first save out of the way, as I'm sure I've probably said every broadcast, but
no
has
biggie.
to be said. Nice confidence booster there.
Evan Conroy with the clear, and now it's Austin Frederick. This is Robert Clark behind the cage to Trey McGee. And number 18, attackman Connor Young. Guys who played fantastic against a great boys Latin defense on Tuesday. But the depth of BL on a hot day is just going to wear a lot of teams down.
Yeah, I mean, not just McDonogh is going to wear almost any team in the country if you have that much talent.
And here's Rob Black sharing it across the top. Austin Frederick, little time and room here. And another errant pass. Both teams going through that feeling out process. 6:02 to go first quarter. First quarter brought to you by the Baltimore Crabs Lacrosse Camp Club. Check out their top prospect camp. It is an amazing event. A great teaching camp for rising 8th graders and rising 9th graders. Again, just do a search for the Baltimore Crabs Lacrosse Club and you will find it. They are locally grown but nationally known. Loyola, a little trouble in the clear. Pass check to the ground and a good defensive pickup. Mike Fragi. And this is Bennett Bradley. Bradley touches it in. He's going to go for a sub. Chris Anderson with a little time here offensively. Loyola balances the field. Cole Williams getting a run. Freshman Cole Williams. Older brother Chad Williams playing at Stevenson University. Cole Williams turns, fires just wide. McNamara gets a little bit of a step. Cal Livingston looking to get the back up, but Jackson cuts him off.
You saw that was a nice timely check there for the ball to come out of McNamara's stick. You'll have to do that today.
Nice dodge by McNamara, a high shot. And out of bounds, they're going to call that a shot. I'm not sure why they were hustling so hard to keep it in. Inside, what a save by Nick Doyle. Not up in here.
Beautiful save by the Ohio State-bound senior. You can tell Doyle is really becoming comfortable as a goalie, gaining confidence after a strong outing last year. Really impressed with Doyle.
Played for that team Baltimore in the Under Armour underclass games, along with Connor Cunningham from Hereford. And I tell you, so far nobody's emerged as the Under Armour player of the game, but make sure you go to UnderArmourLacrosse.com to register for that tryout. The tryout is the best lacrosse an underclass, male or female, can play all summer long. 10 regions of the country going at it.
I'll tell you one thing, it's hard to prove your worth as Under Armour underclass player of the game when it's scoreless with 3 minutes left in the first quarter.
McDonogh's Bobby Austin playing a little two-man game with McGee behind. Swim move by McGee. And now carries the double team to the end line. Need quick ball movement right here by the Eagles. They get it. And it's back to Dewey Semp. McGee against the short stick. Inside feed shot, goal! Great pass by Trey McGee.
Impeccable vision there.
Connor Young with the finish. But that's good lacrosse. 1-0 Eagles. 2 minutes and 56 seconds left, first quarter. First quarter brought to you by the Baltimore
McDonogh goal scored by number 18, Connor Young, assisted by number 16, Trey McGee. Connor Young with the goal, Trey McGee with the assist.
Enjoyed watching that play come together quickly. As I mentioned, a very pretty feed by Trey McGee.
Mike Muir on the wing for the Dons right there, number 7. One of those great up-and-coming players. Pass to McNamara, shot goal! And all of a sudden, it's a blitzkrieg of offense.
Well, a goal scored by number 4, Kevin McNamara, assisted by number 19, Kevin O'Toole. Kevin McNamara with the goal, Kevin O'Toole with the assist.
2:40 left in the first quarter. 16 seconds rolling off the clock there. Great ground ball play by Muir, and then O'Toole with the nifty pass across to McNamara.
McNamara, usually a overhand shooter, but mixed it up there and shot low to high. Quick release and some nice play by McNamara. A guy I know, my buddy Simon Connor, assistant at Villanova, absolutely loves. Same goes for Danny Sweeney, also Villanova recruit.
Great play by McNamara to come out of the box and get it. They got numbers right here. Another save by Doyle. And a quick outlet pass to Hill Blaze. And the Eagles have a little transition opportunity here. Austin Frederick, the trailer, up at the top of the box. And McGee showing that speed. Why he was gobbled up quickly by the University of Denver as a recruit. Frederick driving left-handed, pushes it behind the cage. Clark has it knocked low, and A.C. Newton comes up with it. Shot, goal, rebound! And referee Peter West comes in and says, yes, that's a goal. No crease violation there.
McDonogh goal scored by number 18, Connor Young, unassisted. Connor Young on the goal, unassisted for McDonogh.
1:50 left first quarter.
And for young goalies, it's always a point of emphasis to control that rebound. That's something you get better as you have more games under your belt. and he will improve in that area. But that's tough to do when you have guys like McDonogh has to finish the play. Never like letting that one go. But as a goalie, you gotta shake it off,
2-1 your score. Eagles in the lead, visiting the Don Diegos. Booker Corrigan and Ty Zanders bringing in the call. Bill Blaze comes up with the face-off win. Ball knocked to the turf, and the Danimal, the Danster. Danny Sweeney coming up with it. First quarter brought to you by the Baltimore Crabs Lacrosse Club. Check out their top prospect camp, a great teaching and advancement camp if you want to take your game to the next level. Go to Baltimore Crabs Lacrosse and learn how you can get involved in their top prospect camp. It is a tremendous event. Frederick top center going against Muir. Rolls back quickly, gets it to Vallis. Vallis shake and bake, lefty shot, goal. Vallis stinging it left-handed.
McDonogh goal, scrubber number 36, Brenton Vallis.
Back at the face-off logo, it's O'Toole against Hill Blaze. Some great face-off action today, and it's great to see Muir and Frederick going against each other, Ty.
Yeah, those two, their older brothers were captains of the McDonogh 2010 team, both off at Ohio State University, good friends of mine.
And both played in the Under Armour All-American game as seniors.
If you pick up their book.
Appreciate it. Stripped delicious, but the loose ball, McDonogh able to hold it. Great ground ball play on the inside. And credit number 17, Dewey Semth with that one.
Less than 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. McDonogh with a 3-1 lead, visiting McDonogh. Still time to get a nice shot off. Let's see what they want to do.
We're at the 10-second mark here, first quarter. Eagles looking to run something. A little shake and bake on the outside. Pass attempt no good by Dewey Semth. And that'll do it for the first quarter. First quarter brought to you, as always, by the Baltimore Crabs Lacrosse Club.
That is the end of the
They
first
love
quarter.
supporting
Loyola
CUDA.com and the efforts of these fine athletes and coaches all year long. Make sure you get to Baltimore Crabs Lacrosse Club online and investigate their top prospect camp. And don't hesitate to look at Northwest BMW, because I am styling.
You had to throw that in there.